Hey everyone, Harris Rubenstein here for NBA Weekly. The Los Angeles Lakers are going to be one of the top focused teams this offseason, especially with them connected to so many star players. So without further ado, let's get into their top rumors from this weekend. All right, let's get into our Lakers rumors roundup. We start with our first rumor. Is LeBron James coming to the Lakers? Now, obviously, this is the answer that everyone is looking for, but for now, we're only going to give this one two crying Jordan heads. People are talking. Now, there's been a new report from The Ringer this past weekend who have said that the LeBron's overall needs this offseason really come down to three things. One, it comes down to taking care of his family. Two, it comes down to winning championships. And then three, it comes down to his post-career endeavors and possibly getting into the entertainment and film industry. Now, obviously, if you're talking about his post-career stuff and his family, the Los Angeles area would be perfect for him. Obviously, getting the entertainment industry in there, but the overall LA area has some fantastic private and public schools that LeBron could put his kids into that could really help them. And obviously winning championships, we'll see. But with those two max slots, the Lakers definitely fill all three of those needs for LeBron James. All right, let's get into our second rumor. Do the Lakers want Kawhi over LeBron? Now, this is a really interesting rumor that we've started to hear over the past couple of weeks, especially with the trade rumors surrounding Kawhi Leonard. But for now, we're only going to give this one two crying Jordan heads. Again, people are talking. We're not sure what the Lakers exactly want to do yet, but there is a report that says, quote, they know they can get Kawhi next summer. There's also a report that says that maybe the Lakers don't go after LeBron this summer so they can get Kawhi in 2019. Leonard obviously is a Los Angeles native and has been interested in coming back and playing for his hometown team, similar to Paul George. The Lakers can sign two max players this offseason, so what they end up doing still remains to be seen, but obviously as of right now, the NBA offseason is truly their oyster. All right, let's check out our rumor scale before we move on. 0 crying Jordan heads, it's the Mutombo finger wag. Get that out of there. 1 crying Jordan, it's a small shred of truth. 2 crying Jordans, people are talking. 3 crying Jordans, it's pretty likely. And then 4 crying Jordans, bang, it is 100% truth. All right, let's get into rumor number 3. Are there any overall negotiations, or excuse me, is no player untouchable in trade negotiations? Well, as of now, and according to a report from the LA Times, we're giving this one 3 heads. No player is untouchable in trades, though why is this 3 heads instead of 4? Well, as of right now, the Lakers are not actively shopping any of their players. The report says that they have said that no one is untouchable in trade talks, but whether or not they actually trade one of the young players remains to be seen. Obviously, they still want a pretty massive haul for any of their young pieces, but the team is willing to listen and could move a young piece this offseason if it really helps the team in the future. So what they end up doing this offseason still remains to be seen, but those young players could be on the board. All right, let's get to rumor number 4. Any negotiations yet with Julius Randle? As of right now, we're going to give this one 4 heads. No negotiations quite yet with Julius Randle. A long way to go with this process. So let's kind of start with where we are sitting with Julius Randle. The Lakers have not begun hard negotiations with Randle, but the team has kept an open line of negotiations so far with him this offseason. So we got a long way to go in terms of what's going to end up happening with Julius Randle. Obviously, he still is an RFA, and the Lakers can match any offer sheet, but I think the Lakers are going to let him explore the open market a little bit and see what he can find there. I think that they aren't 100% sure about his overall market, and I don't think he is either. So we'll really see what ends up happening with him going into this offseason. It's going to be interesting. He has been a good player for the Lakers this season and last season. So going forward, whether or not he remains a part of the plan remains to be seen. But for now, no negotiations with Julius Randle. Let's get into rumor number 5. Does the team want Lonzo Ball to focus on his body this offseason? Yes, they do. We're giving this one 4 crying Jordan heads. This is a fact. They really want Lonzo Ball to bulk up and also to improve his conditioning. This is coming from Rob Pelinka at the NBA Combine saying, quote, Lonzo needs to commit to his body. The team wants them to match his strength with some improvements in his conditioning, and I don't blame him. The Lonzo's weight is currently listed at 190 pounds, and for a 6'6" point guard, 190 pounds is definitely a skinny guy. I'm 190 pounds, and I'm only 5'11". So if I'm 190 and I'm 5'11", stretch me out by about 7 inches, and that's Lonzo Ball. So definitely needs to add a little bit of weight in order to sustain the physical contact of the NBA, and as well just to be a little bit more of a physically imposing force on an NBA court. I know we can look at a player like a Kevin Durant and say, hey, he's super skinny compared to his height, but he's also incredibly tall and has an unbelievable wingspan. So we'll see what happens with Lonzo Ball, but I'd hope to see him bulk up a little bit this offseason. All right, let's get into our last rumor, and this one's really interesting. Did the Lakers promise to pick high school center Mitchell Robinson in the upcoming NBA draft? So we're going to give this one 3 heads so far. This one coming from NBADraft.net, who says that the Lakers went to the Combine and promised Mitchell Robinson that they were going to take him at pick number 25 overall. Now, I'm not going to give this one 4 heads quite yet, just because we've heard teams promise players that they're going to get picked here and there over the entirety of the NBA draft, and it hasn't always been true. But a little background info on Mitchell Robinson: he chose not to play college basketball this year. He was committed to Western Kentucky and never ended up going, so he has been out of big-time high-level basketball for a year now, but he has always said that the goal of his is to play in the NBA, and he felt like foregoing his year of college would help his overall draft prospect. He has been working on a day-to-day basis to prepare for the NBA. So we'll see what the Lakers do in the 2018 NBA draft, but it could involve Mitchell Robinson. That's going to do it for your Lakers Rumors Roundup of the day. That's going to do it for me today. Remember to subscribe to the Chat Sports YouTube page so you can stay up to date on everything Los Angeles Lakers. And while you're at it, follow me on Twitter at SportsTeam for all your NBA news and updates. But for now, we'll see ya.